Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve, and today in this, I think we're going to start calling these something different because I've been doing the sort of how-tos live. So all the working on stuff, I've been trying to do as much live streaming of that as possible. So I'm going to keep that as the sort of how-tos. This, I think we're going to start calling probably something like Stevie's Custom Monstrosities. But what we have here is a SH Monsterarts Evolved Godzilla that we repainted on stream. Some of it was on stream. Most of the painting I think I did after the fact, but did do the little eye flames on the stream. Which what these were is a little they were bootleg flame effects. Actually, got some hanging out here, something akin to these, like the Tamashi fire effects, and just snipped off a little piece here, and then super glued it to the eyes, and then used a little bit of resin to help fill in around the eyes, some UV resin, then use a UV light to cure it, paint it to the color to get it to the nice color shift. And then the entire body is done in a metallic bright pink, like a neon pink. That I pretty much painted the entire figure in it and then wiped off the excess so it wouldn't, it'd stay in the recesses, but I didn't want it really covering the spines that much. And then dry brushed a black over top of it to give it that nice, like, supercharged look from the scene. It's almost kind of like the thermal version, but pinkified. And the nice thing about the pink is it's not a very predominant, like the pigment on it isn't the best for coverage, but it tints really nice. So I pretty much like treated it more like a dry brush over top of the spines and then went like really hard onto the actual body, which I think turned out really sweet. Give me a relatively quick video because it's one of those paint jobs. It's not the most complicated. It's just pretty much like paint the entire thing pink and then dry brush. Lots of dry brushing. But looks really sweet. Also did the extra little head here. Although I just realized before I ship this out, I got to add a little bit of white to the eye. So I'm going to do that real quick once we get done filming here. But just did the same thing, painted the entire thing pink, then dry brushed over top of it. Just so there's a little bit of variety between the two. Yeah, that was pretty much about it. It's a relatively quick video. The only other thing I did was I made some clench fists, but I also did those off stream, so I'm not going to showcase them for this video here. But you can let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of this, if it's a little too pink for your liking. Personally, I think it looks really sweet with the way with the color scheme. Same with the way the metallics and the neon kind of reflect off it nicely, especially with the studio lighting here. Looks really good. And then the other fun thing, the other thing too is like I had to go in through each of the recesses. So I didn't fully disassemble the figure. I just kind of painted it, moved the articulation, painted it, and just kind of shimmied it around enough. And then did a bit of a, after I did the pink, I also did a wash so that it would get inside of the joints too. But because it's the wash, it's not going to really stick. So you'll see like there's a little bit more pink here that shows through if it turns a little bit. But nothing too crazy. But the one thing I really like, and I tend to do with these because a lot of the paints that I tend to use on the monsters also work really well with black lighting. So if you get to black lights, not even turning off the studio lighting, but you can already see he lights up very, very nicely. And it gives you that like very atomic glow. And then even if I turn off some of the lights here, oops, turn off, not change the brightness setting. Get the light a little bit closer, you can see that he lights up even better, especially around that flame on the eyes. Gets a really nice glow to it. But a lot of this is just like the hot pink that I use to tint this is technically it's like Blacklight glow in the dark paint, but it's like a really nice neon color, which is why I like using it for especially stuff like this. But anyways, I wish the glow in the dark worked a little bit better. I think it's because I mixed it together. It just kind of... I could have added more layers, but it's tough with these because the more layers of paint you add, it starts not looking as pretty, and it tends to get really clumpy, and then you start losing some of the detailing. So personally, I think just trying to make it work with black lighting is a little bit better than trying to make it be able to glow for like 10 seconds. But anyways, you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. You guys like keep up the day with channel. Donate greatly. We appreciate it. We'll have a couple more of these coming out in the next coming days with a repair job that I did. We'll show off. And some custom 3D printed figures. But anyways, if you guys like to pick up some Godzilla collectibles for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. If you guys like to pick up some Monsterarts, and also pretty much because these guys are expensive, you can generally get free shipping on everything because it's over the threshold on Entertainment Earth. And again, help support the channel, well, sort of for free. You don't have to pay extra. You're already, if you're going to be buying it from somebody else, buy it from them. They're great. I like them. Customer service is fantastic. Anyways, we also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, or TikTok, Facebook. No more Pinterest. If you guys like Hero of the Day with channel, donate. Really would appreciate it. Or if you guys like to get a commission done for yourself, best way to get a hold of me is through the Etsy or my Instagram, which both links should be down there. Or if you guys like to get some custom beams, I do make a beam for him as well. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.